Where do I even start? What the fuck? Seriously. Like really? Out of everybody they could cast as Gambit, they get Channing Tatum. Okay. I don't have a lot of negative to say, but I also don't have a lot of positive to say. But a lot of people have been asking me for my feedback on this casting choice. So I'll just give you what's going off the top of my head. The first time I heard it, I thought it was a joke, okay? I'm like, yeah, right. And then when it was actually officially announced, then I'm like, oh, shit, we got Channing Tatum as Gambit. I mean, if you look at the picture, he kind of looks like Gambit. I'll give him that. But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of him, you know? I'm not a big fan of his. I just don't... I don't care about him. None of the movies that I watch that I liked of his. I just don't like him. I don't think he's a very good actor. I think he's boring as hell. A lot of people are like, oh, 21 Jump Street's really good. I refuse to watch it, okay? I don't like him, okay? I watched, the only movies that I actually say that I watched of his was Fighting, which sucked, G.I. Joe Rise Cobra, which sucked, and I don't know if you can count G.I. Joe Retaliation because he was only in like the first 20 minutes. But when he was out of it, I kind of enjoyed the movie. So put that as it is. It just, I really don't want to go see an X-Men movie just because, you know, because he's in it. It's going to kind of take me out of the movie. I really wish they would have cast the unknown for this role. I mean, they've done that pretty much with all the X-Men movies. I mean, Hugh Jackman wasn't really that big when he was cast as Wolverine. You know, you had Rebecca Romijn as Mystique. Okay, she's kind of a big name. Same thing with Patrick Stewart. Kind of big name. But you look at like Michael Fassbender and some of those characters, especially in the First Class movie, a lot of those are unknown names. And if they were known, they're barely known. Everybody knows who this dipshit is. I just think it's going to take me out of the movie experience. I'm still going to go see it. I believe he's being cast for X-Men Apocalypse. I'm still going to go see it because I like the X-Men. I don't think it's such a huge choice. Like, if you're so insulted that he's playing Gambit that you don't want to go see the movie, then I don't know how you feel about the X-Men in general. I mean, I generally like the X-Men. This one casting choice, although I do not agree with it, and I wish they would have cast somebody different, isn't going to stop me from going to see X-Men Apocalypse. It's just not going to do that. Same thing with Man of Steel 2. As much crap as I give in that movie about Jesse Eisenberg and Gail Gadot, even though I believe those casting choices are horrible, it's not enough to stop me from going to see it, okay? Because I am generally interested in it. Usually casting choices don't really affect how I feel about going to see a movie. In one exception, okay? I do feel like the casting choices that they did for the new Fantastic Four are just all over the map. And I probably won't be going to see that. But to be fair, I'm not that much of a Fantastic Four fan. I've only seen the previous movies once each. I think I might have seen the first one twice. But I'm not a fan of Fantastic Four. I'm not a fan of the Fantastic Four comics. I think the Fantastic Four comics are boring. I tried to get into it again when Hickman started doing the FF. I tried to get into it again, and it just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. I just found the Fantastic Four extremely boring. I would love to go back and read some of the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby stuff. If I ever had that chance to get the essentials and read that, I heard that was really good. It's just Fantastic Four in general. I'm not that too excited for whether it be the comics, the show, the cartoons, or anything. I'm just not a big Fantastic Four fan. And the cast for Fantastic Four with... I hate the chick they played, Sue Storm, that got cast for Sue Storm. I hate the chick. She played in We Are Marshall. She played in a show I love called Everwood. She played in it. A horrible casting choice for Sue Storm. And not to mention Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. So they're going to have some kind of interracial brother and sister thing, I guess, going on. It's just like they're changing the whole story just to fit their casting choice. Plus, all the cast are all like kids in their young 20s, mid-20s. So they're not really going with the traditional Fantastic Four. Just a mess. So I'm probably not going to go see that movie. And that's not really all because of the casting choice. It's just because I don't really care about the Fantastic Four. I generally love the X-Men. Okay, I really do like the X-Men. I had the first issue of Gambit, first appearance of Gambit. So as much as I don't like Channing Tatum as Gambit, it's not enough to stop me from going to see the movie. If it's really bad, then it just stops me from going to see the movie again. But you know, I don't think it's that bad of a casting choice. I'd rather have an unknown. That's my personal preference, but that's just me. So be sure to tell me what you think. Are you pissed off because Channing Tatum is playing Gambit? Is that going to stop you from going to see the movie? And also, what do you think about the Fantastic Four cast? Really, that's my opinion on it. I would love to hear your opinions on it. Be sure to leave comments in the comment box below. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'm Storm Zink, and that's my opinion.